I'm Mark Visser, aka Sparkuus, and I live in Japan. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be cooking up something that just about everybody in Japan enjoys regularly and most kids just love, but it's not something you'd usually associate with a Japanese diet. Curry. I don't know which country it was introduced from, but curry is incredibly popular in Japan. But it's not the curry you'd think of like an Indian curry or a Thai curry or any other country where you'd normally associate curry with, like Nepal or something. A Japanese curry is much milder, but it is delicious. I love it. I learned how to make it for my wife, and I'm making it today for my family, and I thought I'd show you what goes into making a Japanese curry. It's called kare rice, curry and rice. Everyone just associates it automatically. You eat curry, you have rice. Even myself, I was quite surprised the first time I went to an Indian restaurant here and I didn't get rice. The two are automatically associated in Japan. You eat curry, you eat rice together, you mix them, they're great. My wife taught me how to make it, and I wrote it down in my little book of recipes. Actually, it's the very first entry. I'm going to be making it today pretty much like she taught me how, with a few minor variations. Was there anything else? I can't remember. And the higher video quality today is thanks to my sister-in-law Tomiko. If you remember seeing her very pregnant in the latte video, she's had her baby, and right now I have her camera. We borrowed it. So don't get used to higher video quality. It's not going to last. Hopefully it will come back at some point. But I'm going to use this camera as much as I can until it goes back to her. So here is what we will need. Mushrooms, potatoes, carrots, ginger, Japanese version of Worcester sauce, ketchup if you'd believe it, soy sauce, which I just dropped so it looks bubbly, some kind of meat. I forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer so it's solid as a rock, so we're going to be using these wieners. Oops, I almost forgot. Onions, not that many. Now if you want to make the curry sweeter, you also use about maybe half of an apple. Cut out the core, peel it, and grate it down until it's just a pulp. And the pulp and the juice goes into the curry, makes it sweet. But my kids have gotten big enough and they like curry enough that we don't need to sweeten it for them too much, so we're not going to do that. Oh, I almost forgot. You also need the curry mix. We're not going to get very far without this, even though it goes in at the end. First, peel and cut up everything. I like to get all that done out of the way first, because then it just makes it easier when it comes to cooking time. You don't have to cut anything too small. It'd be nice to have a little bowl to put things in out of the way after you've cut them. It doesn't really matter what kind of mushroom you use. Any mushroom, any edible mushroom, will taste good. In fact, sometimes we've made curries where we've used several kinds of mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, yeah, leave them out. Doesn't really matter. I just love mushrooms, so I definitely want to include them. I generally use a whole pack of mushrooms. These are half-pack sizes, so that's why I'm using 2. If you want to use more, go for it. If you don't want to use them, that's your choice. Curry is a very forgiving recipe. You can customize it in all kinds of weird and wonderful ways. You put in what you want, you leave out what you don't want. Well, except for the curry stock, that's pretty much a requirement. And unless you're absolutely pathetic at cooking, it should come out tasting pretty good. 2 good carrots will be enough. Well, it depends on the size of pot you're making. I'm hoping to make enough curry to last 2 days, so that way I don't have to cook tomorrow. But if you're making a smaller pot, well, you know, just use 1 carrot. Less mushrooms and less potatoes. Funny thing is, we've bought more expensive peelers, but none of them work as good as this cheap 100 yen shop Daiso peeler. It's the best one we've found so far. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's bad. Cut up your carrots. I'm not a professional chef, I know, so you don't have to critique my technique. It's pretty much non-existent. Try and cut them the same thickness. They'll cook evenly. Well, they'll cook no matter what, but... And then we want to do up a bunch of potatoes. About, well, again, depends on the size of the pot of curry you're making. My recipe calls for 4 or 5 small potatoes. I'll go with 6. 6 sounds good. Peeling potatoes is boring! And cut up your potatoes. Once again, they do not have to be cut that small. Well, I'm not cutting them that big either. That should be plenty of potatoes. Now you can use any kind of meat, chicken, pork, beef, lamb, whatever you want. Because I forgot to take the meat out of the freezer, I'm using unidentified. Or maybe none of the above. Don't ask, don't tell? No. Better off not knowing? You don't want to know. I'm really not sure how well this is going to taste. I've never used small meat-like wiener products in curry before. Used them in stew and it worked out pretty good. Okay, we've got everything cut up. Time to start cooking. Let's start with your pot on about a medium heat. Throw in some butter or margarine. And start with just the onions. Until they're nicely browned. While that's browning, I'm going to get the ginger ready. My wife keeps frozen ginger, and for curry, you just use one of these graters and take about, well, for a root about this size, about a ½ centimeter of ginger. I lost track of how much I was putting in there. A little more. That should be good. And there we have our ginger. Ooh, that smells wonderful. Now you want to add in your remaining vegetables, carrots, mushrooms, and your meat, and your ginger, which won't come out. It really doesn't look like that much. I probably didn't put enough in, but oh well. We'll stir that all up and get it cooking. I hope the fume hood's not too loud in the microphone. You want to cook this until the vegetables are getting a bit soft and the meat, whatever meat you've chosen, is cooked. Normally, I think I've only done this with chicken before. I've made chicken curries. I think with a pork curry and a beef curry, you might actually put the meat in at a different time. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. As long as it's cooked, who cares? Oh, at this stage I would have put the garlic in too, except I didn't find the garlic, so I just figured I'd leave it out this time. 1 clove, generally. 1 crushed clove is about right. Again, depending on the size of the curry you're making. Since when did this become a cooking channel? Okay, once you've cooked a bunch of the water out of the mushrooms and softened up the carrots a little bit, it's time to add water. It doesn't really matter if the carrots aren't completely softened yet, because in the next step they will be. Okay. That might be too much water. Oh well, it'll boil off. Add your water. Add in your potatoes. And turn the heat up to high so it boils. Boil it until the potatoes are soft, and this will soften up the carrots too. I did put in a little too much water. Oh well. Adding a couple bay leaves is also great for the flavor. Just remember to take them out before you eat. That's going to take a little time to boil up. Well, it's starting to boil now, but it's going to take a little while to soften up all the potatoes and the carrots. This is by no means the definitive Japanese curry. I'm sure there are as many curry recipes as there are families who make curry, which is just about every family in Japan, I think. Ooh, boiling, better turn it down a little bit. Yeah, too much water. Scary. So you can very freely add anything you want while cooking, or even after you can flavor. I'm not making this spicy at all. Usually they have 3 different levels, I guess you want to call it. This one here says amaguchi, which means sweet mouth, so a sweet taste. Then there's chuguchi. I guess instead of the amai kanji, you get middle, so medium spicy. The spiciest would be spicy mouth, karaguchi, which is still not very spicy by curry standards. Indian curry or Thai curry, definitely not by Thai curry standards. Oh my god. That's a big difference between Japanese curry and Indian or Thai curry. Japanese curry will not cause nasal meltdown. Also, it will not send you running for the milk. It's just a pleasant curry taste. I love it. My wife's curry is my favorite. It's better than any curry I've had any other place. At all the elementary schools and junior high schools in the country, the kids are all given lunch. It's called kyushoku, school lunch. I've eaten school lunches for about 8 years because I was teaching in a junior high school for 3 years and elementary schools for 5 years. So I've eaten a lot of school lunches in a lot of different schools. Only 2 school boards though. Sorry, 2 school boards. I don't want to offend the British. And pretty much always the curry rice was the best school lunch. I guess it's not that hard to do so-so curry, but it's pretty hard to make bad curry. Add whatever you want while cooking, any other ingredients you may want to put in, and any other flavorings afterwards. I've put in Tabasco when I felt like I wanted something a little spicier. I've mixed in kimchi afterward. I wouldn't want to mix in kimchi while cooking it, I don't think. Kimchi is good as it is. If you don't know what kimchi is, it's a spicy pickled Chinese cabbage. It's a Korean specialty, and it's fantastic. And mixing it in with curry is quite wonderful. I really enjoy it. That's going to take some time to boil. Well, not much to do but wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me wait. crap, I've been recording the whole time. Wow. Well, now the curry has boiled up. The potatoes and the carrots are nice and soft. Oh, yeah, that's right. Take out our bay leaves. One. Find the other one. Where's the bay leaf? Here, bay leaf. Yo, bay leaf, where are you? I can't continue until I can find that stupid bay leaf. Ah, there it is. There we go, finally. Okay. Now, we add our curry, I don't know what you want to call it. Curry stock, curry spice. But basically, this is what it looks like. Chunks. I'll start with an entire box. It should be a good start. I'm not sure if I'll be adding in any from the second box or not. We'll see. Take it down to medium heat. Already it's starting to look browner and it's only starting to dissolve. Ooh, now it's smelling like curry, which is good because it's curry. And I think one box is nowhere near enough. So it's a good thing I bought two. I have a half pack of the chukarai. I was wrong, it doesn't say middle mouth, it says middle spice. So we got 2 packs of the sweet, and we'll put 1 pack of the middle spice in. That should be a nice balance, because it still is not quite thick enough. It's at this point where you add wooster and ketchup and soy sauce. There's no determined amount, just do it to taste. And mix it all up. There we go. That looks to be about done. Let's check.
That's me.
Not bad. I better check again once more just to be sure. Kids are arguing in the background. They're looking at the digital photo frame and they're arguing which baby they're looking at. It's me. No, it's me, Duncan. No, it's me, Lilia. Whatever. Pretty good. We'll let that stew a little bit more to blend in the flavors of the ketchup and the Worcester sauce. You can't even tell that you've added the Worcester sauce and the ketchup afterwards. It all just blends in, but it adds wonderfully to the flavor. So, curry's done. The only thing left to do is eat it. The rice is cooking in the rice cooker right now. When everyone's ready for supper, we'll just sit down, rice in the bowl. The rice cooker started clicking. Okay. You know, just put your rice in the bowl, about, I don't know, half a bowl of rice, and then fill up the rest with curry. I like to mix it. Mix in the rice and the curry so that all the rice is nice and evenly covered and it's all nicely blended, so that I'm sure that I've got enough curry to cover all the rice. But a lot of people don't like to do that, especially, you know, Japanese people will just eat from where the curry meets the rice and just keep moving them together and eat that way. I find that if you do that, sometimes you might end up with more rice left over and not enough curry for the rice. That's why I like to blend it. But I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that some people consider that rude to mix your curry. I don't know why. It seems rather strange. I don't care if it's rude, I'm definitely mixing. That'll be the end of our video for today. I'm not going to videotape my family having supper. You can be sure that we will enjoy our curry quite a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how to make curry. I will place the recipe up, well, right here, right now. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this little taste of Japan. I enjoy tasting it, as always. And I will bring you more Japanese... Rice maker's hissing at me. I will bring you more Japanese food and cooking sometime in the near future. I'm Mark Visser, aka Sparkuus. I hope to see you back here for another I Live in Japan very soon.